Courteaud, and welcome to this month's property market update. There's a couple of little things that I wanted to talk about really quickly on this video, the first of which is the proposed Auckland Unitary Plan. So the council have made their final decisions on the plan, and there was a time period during which people could appeal those decisions. Now, they have received a number of appeals, so the council are working through those as quickly as they can so that they can get this thing up and running. However, in the interim, one of the main effects that that's going to have on the property market side of things is that anybody looking to do subdivisions or property development, when they apply for resource consent, those applications will be weighed against both the old and the new plans. So that process may just take a little bit longer than usual. The second thing that I wanted to have a chat about is just the market sentiment at the moment. So just what people out there are sort of feeling in regards to the market. So I've spoken with a lot of other agents from other companies around the Franklin area over the last few weeks, and the general sentiment sort of seems to be that these agents are saying things are a little bit slow. So slow in the sense of the number of properties that are on the market or on their books that they've got listed, and also slow in terms of the amount of inquiry they're receiving. So auctions aren't as good as they were a year, 18 months ago. There's less inquiry coming in on properties. Properties are sitting on the market a little bit longer than they were, so they're sitting on the market on average about a week longer than they were this time last year. Now, having said that, things may have slowed down, but the real estate market is still very good. So the average days on market, I believe for Pukekohe is 34 days. Now, if you look at historically what the average days on market have been, although it's slower than this time last year, it's still a very good market out there. There are still record prices being achieved, so your property at the moment is still worth more than it's ever been worth, since the dawn of time. So the market just seems to be a little bit slower, and if you look at what the experts are saying, if you look at economists and politicians, if you want to call them experts, but just the people out there and I guess the general media, there does seem to be a lot more negativity in there. So a lot more people saying, look, this is a bubble, or we're on the precipice of a downturn. Although on the other hand, you do have people out there saying, look, the underlying factors, the underlying economics are that there's a huge amount of demand for property in Auckland, with migration and not enough houses being built and all of that sort of stuff. So you've got this high demand and an undersupply. So there are underlying economics that basically mean that house prices are going to continue to grow. So you've got the two sides of the fence now. It does seem to be a lot more balanced, whereas the market sentiment for a long time there was just that things were going crazy. The people sort of seem to have reined back in, or at least some people, and there's a few more predictions of doom and gloom and that sort of stuff. So the thing I think that's really important to remember with those predictions are that the Reserve Bank has implemented new LVR rules again. So in order to purchase a second property, you need 40% equity or cash. Now, this isn't the first time that the Reserve Bank has done this. They have done this 2 times before, and each of those times the property market slumped and then it picks straight back up again. So it's going to be really, really interesting to see how this little slump, perhaps, if you want to call it a slump, property prices certainly haven't decreased, but perhaps properties are sitting there a little bit longer and inquiry is a little bit slower, so maybe there's been a few buyers cut out of the market. It's going to be really interesting to see when or if we do come out the other side of this, just how quickly things take off again. The last few years it's really just taken straight back off again once people have figured out how to get around those rules. So I guess the thing is at the moment is that the property market, we don't really know what's going to happen in the future. The only thing that we do know is that at the moment, although things are a little bit slower, the average days on market is 34 days. Look, the property environment at the moment, if you're looking to sell, is still very, very strong. We're still seeing multi-offers, we're still seeing properties sold under the hammer. So all we know is that the property market at the moment is very, very good still if you're selling a property. Obviously it's still very hard if you're looking to buy something. And the thing that we're uncertain, well, I guess the thing is that there's a growing amount of uncertainty in the future. So look, if you've got plans to do something in a couple of years' time, I'm advising people that I'm coming across, my friends, people like that, it's a really, really good chance now when there's this growing uncertainty in the future to start thinking really seriously about when you might want to make your move. If you're looking to do something down the line, is it a better idea to start looking at doing it a little bit sooner while you've got the certainty in this good property market? So at the moment your house is worth more than it's ever been before. There are people out there prepared to pay more than they've ever been prepared to pay. So look, if you do look to sell a property over the next little while, happy to have a chat with you about the market and about what's working and what isn't, and just about what your property may be worth. So do get in touch and I'll have a chat to you all again next month. Cheers.